So talk to me, man. Like it's been a minute. You know, as I said, I've had you on the show. You know, with the special editions, with SDCC peeps. So clearly, you've been busy. How have things been?
Life has been blessed, man, and thank you. I'm honored to come back and join you. And respect to the squad, respect to the team, and to your partner that passed. Again, I want to show love to you and the whole squad over here, following what's going on because you guys are killing it. So mad respect to you guys. And yeah, for myself, I've been putting in work. When you love this medium, when you're a creative cat, you have your tentacles and everything. So still doing
Absolutely.
work with the Nerds of Color, which is still fam. I'm still doing my Nerds Rule the World with the NRW fam. But I think in that time since we last spoke, I started up Show Pal Show. Being a Filipino American and being very proud of being Filipino, I wanted to do something for the culture and rep my people in Show Pal Show, where I would highlight Filipinos in various mediums. And just that energy grew into the community acceptance, and found out about this film called Lumpia that was made ages ago, where this young film student kind of had this camera from his family and would make films with his friends, and that grew to him going into film school and then turning all of those old films into a film called Lumpia. And then fast forward like another 5 or 10 years, he took those characters and created an amazing film called Lumpia with a Vengeance that I then highlighted on Show Pal Show. And just that amazing relationship, seeing what he did with that became just the best. And they wanted to extend out the adventures. They were making interlude, postlude, prelude, companion comic books out of Lumpia with a Vengeance. And so they did those tie-ins, and then that birthed into how are we going to extend this movie out past this film, Lumpia with a Vengeance, and post these interlude, tie-in comics into something ongoing. And that's where the legendary Lumpia Squad was born. And I got on board, and now it's premiering at San Diego Comic-Con. I feel like I went a little long-winded because I like to, you know how it is, Brandon. We like to trade off, and I don't feel, sometimes you got to feel like you want to, give avenue to the host. But there you go, man. There's a lot of content for you. It's been love. It's been blessed.
Yeah. So, with that being said too, I find it a little ironic because last time you were here, you were talking about, we were reminiscing about our first Comic-Con. And, I remember, I don't know if you remember this, what you said in that conversation, or what you brought to light, when you were talking about, going to your first San Diego Comic-Con. Do you recall?
Thanks for having me, man. I feel like a rookie of the year right now because I'm actually was a San Diego Comic-Con rookie up until last year. I had shied away from doing it when I had the opportunity previously because just for many different reasons. I wanted to come as an actor there. I wanted to come as a producer there until my Nerds of Color fan was like, man, bro, it's the 50th. You need to come. And because of now 2020, I'm so very thankful I had that San Diego Comic-Con experience last year. And so it was just an amazing show. I'm a Comic-Con vet of, East Coast and other conventions, but San Diego was the big one that I hadn't done yet, and was very thankful to be there. So thank you for including me as part of your SDCC peeps, bro.
In the house, bro. Thank you for bringing that up, man. Like, mad love. Like, it means a lot. I'm trying not to cry right now. I'm gonna keep the feelings in. Although it's good to keep the feelings, everybody, because therapy is good, y'all. Just be. I hate that we as men don't show our emotions, but we need to. It's so important. But I'm feeling the love, brother. Mad love to you, man. That this means a lot that I'm coming out here with this project.
All right. So, with that being said, man, in carrying all these hats, because, just as you said, as folks that are, in the media, we, having your tentacles in multiple things. And sometimes beforehand, you have an idea of where it's going to fall or how it's going to all come together. And then sometimes it kind of evolves as you are doing it. So in that way, in terms of bringing your writing talents, here, had it already been in your head of, okay, this is how this is going to, take off, or this is what I plan to do, with this with this venture of mine versus something that's now taking off, and oh, okay, I didn't anticipate it was going to take off like that, but okay, I'm going to go with it, and see where it takes me. Is it something more like that, where serendipitous you feel, or evolving as you're going, or you already kind of had that vision of well, what it would do?
It's a little all of that, to be completely honest, and which made it exciting, but also interesting, if you will. I'm a very involved creator. I like to have things planned out, and know where my beginning, middle, end is, especially in regards to something narrative.
Sure.
And how that's gonna go. But with this being a co-writing thing, that was also brand new to me in a way. With somebody that's, I'm working with a guy that this is their baby. This is their whole life that they've put into. So I was interested in what they wanted, and what Patricio, shout out to the West Coast P, Patricio Janelsa, the creator and my co-writer in this. I really was plugging him with what he wanted, and in his intentions with the characters, because I know what I wanted to bring to the fold, and also give respect to what he had in mind. I've done several comic books before. I gave a lot of notes in regards to how the look and feel of the comic should flow. And so we have a conversation that's going to spur when we get into the second and third, fourth, fifth issues ongoing. That is the goal, to keep this an ongoing that it's going to be interesting, and I'm excited for that. But it's been beautiful. It's been dope. And there's a lot of things that I want to bring into the game. A lot of Lumpia with a Vengeance is a very West Coast flavor. With me being the only real East Coast cat on the team, I'm going to give y'all that. That's the goal. I want to bring us Filipinos that's over on the East Coast and see how we do things, and into that mix. And because it's called the Legendary Lumpia Squad, it's opening up the world into the even bigger world of the DFU, which is what we call the deep fried universe. In this universe that we're building, I want to actually open it up to the universe and to the entire world. So taking it out of the West Coast, bringing in the East Coast, and bringing in the world to see what is abundant in this universe, and just making it just even more of a universe. So, but yeah, collaborative efforts with Patricio have been dope. We're definitely going to have a lot of meetings while we're at San Diego, since we'll be together. I'm psyched.
Excellent. Talking about how important the idea of having diversity and showing, all aspects of society, whether it's black culture, Filipino culture, for you to be in this project that really shines that light, kind of in the same way, I want to say in the same way that we had with Shang-Chi, but we had with Black Panther, of being able to, act as a voice to shine a light on Filipino culture in that way.
Is such a blessing. And I think one of the things we talked about when I was talking with Pat, my co-writer, Patricio Janelsa, was that he wants to keep it very light. This is kind of like a superhero 60s, like the 60s Batman, Adam West type stuff, is what kind of like the superhero genre that he's doing. It's comedic, it's fun, and we're gonna go that route. And it's food. We're dealing with a guy who battles bad guys with Lumpia. You can't do like a Batman, with that. It's a guy who fights with food. In the film, Danny Trejo, shout out to Danny Trejo, who we know as Machete and a bunch of other roles. He's in the film fighting with the Spanish version of what we call an egg roll, with taquitos, So it's so lighthearted. And so that was very important when we were talking about how we want the series to be, and co-writing it to keep that comedy there. Because I came in with dude, I want to do Lapu Lapu. I want to tell the stories of Gabriel Salong and Larry Itlong. I was bringing a lot of Filipino history element to it. And so one of the conversations we had is we got to be careful how deep we go. Well, we want to hit them with knowledge about Philippine history and Filipino American history, but we also want it to be a lighthearted experience and somewhere where they can escape, because that's what we read this stuff for. While we go to films is to escape from the realities of the world. So my challenge as we keep it moving is to incorporate that education and those knowledge elements within these comedic boundaries. But I'm very leery of doing it in such a way that we're making fun of them as well. To me, it's all about paying honor and respect. So it's such a blessing, though, to be able to inspire, and by doing certain things in it, by showing certain elements of the culture, is going to make people smile. I know for myself, seeing what they've done and seeing other people's works outside of Filipinos, how they incorporate their culture into it is so important. So I feel like that's going to be my duty, and I'm ready to feel that. And it's just been a fun ride, and it's such an honor to do and show love to my people. And hopefully get the outside of my people to love it, that we can all connect. I'm an islander. Philippines is an island. There's so many fam that I have in the Caribbean, because my family that are Jamaican. I have family, all over. There's certain elements that really bridge cultures. And if we can show that through the material, that'll be super dope, and we can all show love together.
Absolutely, man. So I feel like that's a perfect way to, close it off. Before I let you go, I will put the info up here on the screen. Can you tell folks, where they can find you first? And let me put you up first. Go ahead.
All right, no worries. This is going to be the jam-packed opener. Our Thursday is where we're going to be insane, and then it leads into other stuff over the weekend. But Thursday is the Lumpia with a Vengeance panel at 7 p.m. We're calling it, where's the info on the panel? The panel is going to feature—
I got it up for you right now, man. Go ahead.
There it is. It's going to feature the cast and crew of the film. We're calling the panel The Astonishing Origin of the Deep Fried Universe and the Uncanny Lumpia Rappers. We're going to have my co-writer, Patricio Janelsa, who's also the creator of all this. He'll be there. Mark Munoz, who plays Kuya in Lumpia with a Vengeance. And also, if y'all know, if you're a UFC MMA fan, that's him, the big cat. He's our hero, Kuya, in the film. We have April Absinthe, who is featured in Blind Spotting on Showtime, I believe. But she's so sweet. She's amazing. Darian Bosco, who you know from the Fabulous Filipino Brothers, the Bosco family. He will be in attendance. Katrina Dimaran, who's Miss Universe Philippines, Tourism 2021. She's also one of the stars. She plays Gemini in the film. She will be there. Lawrence Iriarte, one of our producers, Edward Bayon, who's another one of the actors. And then we get the comic team of the Legendary Lumpia Squad. We have our artist, Gerald Pilar, Vanilla Hardy, who's one of our cover artists, Patrick Ballesteros, as well as myself, the co-writer, Patrick Michael Strange, a.k.a. Kuya P. We will be on the stage repping on Thursday. That's the first thing we got going on. Followed by at the Marriott Grand Ballroom, we'll have a premiere screening of Lumpia with a Vengeance. So if you haven't seen the film, come see the film at San Diego Comic-Con, which is so major. I think it's the first Phil-Am film played at San Diego Comic-Con, if I'm not mistaken. I might be mistaken, but from what I understand, it is, or at least we're celebrating, because we don't get these opportunities as Filipinos. So we're excited to show the film there. And then we're going to have an after party at the Gas Lamp Lumpia Factory, which just opened like a month ago. We're going to be their big event. All the cast and crew are going to be over there at 10 p.m. It's going to be an insane Thursday. As we go into the rest of the weekend, we have a booth and small press. You can come get the copy of the comic. We're going to have times that the cast and crew and myself as the creative team will be there signing at our booth. Also on Friday, we're going to do a big photo shoot with everybody. If you're Filipino or if you're not, our allies. We're going to try and do a big Filipino cultural picture at the back of the convention to show love. And then on Saturday, we're doing a Mabuhay March. We're going to get as many Asians, Filipinos, and allies come show love as we take pictures around the Comic-Con, and doing like what most Filipinos do. We take pictures everywhere. We're going to march around the con and then lead to the Gas Lamp, where at the Gas Lamp again, we're going to have another after party, but also artist Patrick Ballesteros, who's an amazing cat, who's one of our cover artists, will be doing a special signing at the Gas Lamp. It's going to be a dope weekend, man, and I'm so excited. And appreciate you, Brandon, man. You're the man. And hopefully you and I can link up and we can have some fun as well at San Diego.
Absolutely, man. That is a plan. So there you guys have it. Again, I want to thank Patrick Michael Strange, a.k.a. Kuya P. Thank you so much for hopping on and talking about the cool stuff that you have going on at San Diego Comic-Con. Make sure that you are with us, guys, throughout the week. There's going to be some cool things that drop. With that out of the way, again, I'm your host, Brandon Choi, host and co-creator of Movers and Shakers Unlimited. Be safe out there. And as always, I'll see you soon. Peace.
Appreciate y'all. And I love Brandon.